The Buffalo Bills are acquiring receiver DJ Moore from the Chicago Bears along with a fifth-round pick in exchange for a second-round pick. The Pittsburgh Steelers released veteran tight end Jonnu Smith. Seattle Seahawks linebacker Drake Thomas agreed to a 2-year, $8 million deal. Receiver Gunnar Olszewski is returning to the New York Giants on a 1-year deal. The Arizona Cardinals released linebacker Akeem Davis-Gaither and defensive lineman Bilal Nichols. In the NBA, the Boston Celtics upgraded Jason Tatum to questionable for Friday's game against Dallas. Tatum has not played yet this season as he recovers from a torn Achilles. And in baseball, Houston Astros All-Star and Dominican Republic shortstop Jeremy Pena will miss at least the opening round of the World Baseball Classic after fracturing the tip of his right ring finger. I'm Isaac Lowenkron.
Friday, the weekend begins.
And by the way, got a lot to get to today.
I'm throwing it back with my members only jacket, only because my SGA fur coat was in the dry cleaner. It was in the wash. I was going to wear that fur coat that SGA wore last night.
I was going to say, that's how I know the NBA's reaching. Because I'm thinking World Baseball Classic. I'm thinking Logan Paul and Tom Brady fighting. And I'm like, oh, the biggest NBA story is SGA's coat.
Oh, I hate to dump on the NBA.
Me too.
There's a lack of interest for sure, but hey, we've talked about that. Steve Covino, Rich Davis, Danny G, Ryan's here, Lowenkron. Thank you guys for hanging out. Let's rock out. Broadcasting live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. If you miss any of today's show, you got to catch the podcast. Danny G produces a best of and a best of the week that drops on Saturday, but every show there's a condensed version. Rate it 5 stars. Wherever you stream your podcast, search Covino Rich. And we're streaming live right now. Yep. You want to see my SGA fur coat? You want to see our show and tell?
You're the last member, right? Members only?
I am. I'm the last member, guys. I threw it back. I figured I'd go old school on a Thursday. In fact, we go old school in 50 hits in about 47 minutes. We do that every Thursday. And some show and tell. And I brought an item, and Rich brought an item, and he didn't reveal it yet. But if you can guess what the item is throughout the show, you qualify for a prize. We'll do the reveal at the end of the show, but we have lots to get to, like Rich said.
I had a question.
Yeah.
Little maybe icebreaker?
Sure.
To start the show?
Yeah.
Like we're at a college dorm freshman year, like, let's go around the room.
Okay.
Remember that nonsense?
Not really.
No?
But yeah, kind of, sort of.
Based on SGA's flashy fur coat.
That is stupid. You know when you see things and they're just stupid? Like people, remember for a second people were wearing those like Sonic the Hedgehog boots? You're like, come on, that's just dumb.
What are we doing?
Ryan, you probably had those. Ryan had those. Big sexy Ryan's here. What up, Ryan?
I did not have those,
Yeah, you
no.
did.
But I got to ask, Ryan, Danny
You're a big
G,
gamer guy, bro. You love those Sonic boots.
You know, I saw Ryan pop up on my social media feed gaming. I'm like, what is this guy? Look at
He's
this guy.
big in the gaming world, man.
Drunk gaming's the best gaming. Yeah.
Drunk gaming. So let me ask all you buffoons in the room, including myself, what is, if we looked in your closet,
Yeah.
what is the one flashiest thing you have that you'd be like, I don't even know if I could wear that? Have you ever bought something, not to the level of SGA's fur coat, but you'd almost even question yourself, like, I don't know if I could wear that.
Yeah, you know, I have a
Does everyone have one thing where they're like, I don't know.
I have a leather jacket that is cool. I like it a lot, but I feel like it's too T-birdish, like sha-na-na. It's too like
straps
50s,
and stuff?
like a lot of zippers and buttons and everything. I don't know. It's like, it's not like a guar metal jacket. There's not like spikes on it.
Yeah.
But
Like
I
you're
feel
sitting in the black hole at a Raiders game?
I feel like, yeah, it's not like a Raiders sort of thing. It's just, I feel like it's a little too metal maybe, or too old school rock, like rock and roll maybe.
Like, you know how a lot of guys around our age rock the overshirt jacket with a T-shirt look? I have like an over jacket that's like like it's all floral. It's like a floral jacket you wear with like a plain T-shirt. And every time I look, I'm like, could I pull that off? And it just sits there because
Just gotta own it. Like I wear that once in a while. I got it.
Like Isaac Lowenkron's silver suit.
Oh yeah, he's very futuristic when he wears it though.
Yeah. What do you guys have anything that?
I have one gilt jacket that's in my closet. My dad gave it to me for my 23rd birthday. It's a heavy leather Raider jacket, like layers of leather. And on the back, it's this huge Raider stitched logo. It looks like it took a lady or a little kid, slave labor, like a week or two to stitch this on the back.
We're talking like this is like almost a biker jacket of sorts.
Exactly. And it's heavy to wear. So I've only worn it maybe once or twice.
I can tell you know what I saw at the mall the other day? I was in the shoe store. A fat woman came into the shoe store today, Peg. It's my best Al Bundy. You like that?
Okay.
I'm in the shoe store getting some basic Nikes, get some Dunks. And
you got those Nike bunks. That's what you got, bro.
So
discount.
I'm seeing out of the corner of my eye, they had that gold 49ers little jacket, that very 1980s.
Oh, like the satin.
Like the satin gold Niners
those
jacket.
Classic ones.
And it was on sale for $99. And I was like, oh, can I pull that off? Would everyone make fun of me if I came in with a gold satin jacket?
Yeah, I know everyone feels self-conscious about things like that, but you just got to do it.
It's like wearing a hat. Imagine wearing a hat other than a baseball hat around your buddies. You know you get roasted. If Danny G came in with a fedora or you came in with some Bruno Mars hat, even if it looked good, you'd be like, what are you doing?
Who you, Cam Newton? Get out of here with that. Danny G, I feel like you used to rock those old school 8-ball jackets or like crazy leather Charlie Brown jackets or something.
I mean, we always went with me and my older brother and cousins, we always went with a classic Raider starter jacket.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You can't go wrong with that back in the day. So, yeah, based on that SGA thing, I'm telling you, nothing you own's as flashy as that. That thing's just ridiculous. And if you don't know what we're talking about, you can see it on YouTube. Covino and Rich FSR, at Covino and Rich FSR.
He looks
warm. Came in with like a built-in helmet or something.
Honestly, he looks cozy.
It's stupid. It's just dumb. So anyway, but good for him, making a statement. Hey, got us talking about basketball. And we're not hating on basketball, just stating that the buzz isn't where it should be, and maybe it will be. We'll find out, but did you watch Australia beat Chinese Taipei last night? I thought that was a pretty cool way to kick off the WBC. I know they're pumping in that crowd noise, but it felt electric. It felt big. I was digging it, man. So I'm pumped for USA on Friday and USA.
Are you shocked that the U.S. of A. is a heavy favorite in the World Baseball Classic?
Not when you see that lineup.
And
that
the
lineup's
pitching.
no joke.
I think it's the pitching because when you got Skubal, Skeens, and like frontline guys, that might be the difference because the Dominican Republic lineup,
dude, they're stacked too.
To me, the DR is like plus 400 in Vegas, and of course
and they're electric.
I'm rooting for the U.S., of course, but
your boy Soto looks fired up.
That DR lineup and the enthusiasm and the fan love and that pride, that hometown country pride. DR might be the bet.
Well, you know what? Pause that because we'll talk about it on Overpromised, our bonus pod
Fair
today.
enough.
That's after the show. We have lots to get to today on Covino and Rich.
Wait, really quick, don't bury the lead. Besides us watching the WBC kickoff last night, did you see the season finale of Love is Blind?
I did.
You
know what I did right before the show started? I swear to God. You would think that we were, chopping it up on, hey, man, are we going to talk about Logan Paul and Tom Brady? Like, what are we leading with, man? Kyler Murray, dude? Rich is on the phone gossiping about the big galoot who got married. I forget his name.
The big goon that married like the
big galoot
the fake
with the kid.
the fake booby kid girl.
I'm like, Rich, what are you talking about? He's sitting here gossiping about Love is Blind.
My sister called me to say, hey, and she goes, hey, did you happen to watch the Love is Blind finale? And I said, yes. And Danny G, I said to Covino.
What is her daughter? Yeah, so we'll say, in case you don't watch the show, one of the contestants has a 9-year-old daughter. Normally, they don't show the contestants' kids on this show.
I thought that was interesting.
I felt so bad for the kid.
They had her as the flower girl, and we're like, what if the guy says no?
Yeah. And that's when you knew he had to say yes, because my wife said, the social media feedback, if they made a 9-year-old girl sit through her mom being rejected, would have been insane. You know what? Nowadays, it probably would have been like, ooh, do it for the social media feedback. But it's just so funny. I said it a million times before. I watch these shows, and I wonder if we were all that dumb in our 20s, and I just don't think we were.
I think we were dumber, dude. I really do.
I know you think
that's why they put us on the radio. To get these two bozos to talk on the radio about nonsense. I
don't
think we
know.
were just as bad.
The guy's worried about going to concerts and games,
Dude,
and bars,
all right, ready?
and he's about to marry someone with a 9-year-old. Like, does he know what reality?
I remember a specific conversation we had when my ex-wife, right? I was dating her at the time when she first moved into my home. I remember one of our discussions was I didn't want to share my closet with her. I'm like, come on, I got it all set up. It's my closet.
And I remember saying, like, you can't ask a woman to live with you and not share your stuff. And Covino's like, well, this side's mine. This side's yours.
So, of course, we were just as dumb.
Maybe you were.
Yeah, and these younger people today are in their own lane longer than ever before. You know, settling down with somebody is a little tougher, especially with all the options. And then they're on these stupid TV shows getting famous. They don't want to say I do when all these people are talking about them. So, yeah, the Love is Blind finale was also last night.
Now, Danny, you brought it up. I'm just saying. You brought it up.
I mean, hey, that WBC game didn't start until late. It started at 10 p.m. on the East Coast.
Oh, it was the two things trending in our world,
Yeah.
WBC baseball and Love is Blind.
Gave us something to watch
Honestly,
on a Wednesday.
Train wrecks, dating, and baseball, two of my favorite things.
But, hey, Rich and Danny's two brainbusters. What's the flashiest thing you own in your closet? Just bust it out one day. You know what we should do?
Next week.
We should bust out our most random, loudest thing. SGA Day, we'll have it.
Next week. Now, do you want to do next like a random Wednesday? Like
just
next
so, give us a reason to bust out that thing we've been like waiting to bust out.
NBA Wednesday we'll do. How about NBA Wednesday next week? Middle of the week.
Come strutting in.
Come in with your most flashy, like, oh my God, am I really going to wear this absurd thing to work?
And then Danny G's question is,
I'm gonna wear like a floral jacket with shades and all. Yeah, we got to do it next week. NBA Wednesday.
Based on Love is Blind, were we all that dumb when we were that age, or are people today significantly dumber?
Well, when you see like athletes even making mistakes with the media, and you're like, oh, but they're like just fresh out of college. Some of these NFL and NBA players we root for are like not far removed from their mom doing their laundry. They're not far removed from living at mom and dad's house, let alone.
Do you remember our cheating codes before we were committed men and committed relationships?
You know, people used to be like, well, different area code or zip code. Covino used to genuinely believe if he kept his socks on, it didn't count.
That's true. That's true.
See?
Right.
But you're going to judge the young people of today? And again, that was like back in the early 2000s, guys. Back way in the early 2000s.
Covino once said, I quote, we were at a party, and we were both sort of dating someone. And Covino goes, well, bro, if there's no ring on the finger, my junk could linger. And I'm like, what does that even mean?
Ryan, that's true, right?
It's also true.
Yeah.
I mean, what are we doing?
Yes,
so maybe Covino, you were as dumb as the Love is Blind.
No, my point is, we always love to point out the younger generation. Be like, look at these idiots.
Yeah.
Our generation was just as dumb or silly and
you're right.
leaning on slang and talking about dumb things the same way we see it on TV. And again, we're much better guys now.
Yeah.
This is way back in our early 20s, guys.
Yeah.
You know, we're way past
When you were like
stuff.
that, when you were like that lying soccer player on Love is Blind, that's full of it. That guy, I can't say it on Fox, but I'll say he's full of baloney. That guy's so full of.
But to not bother or bore anybody who's not watching Love is Blind, I don't like how that woman handled that situation either. She used that as a mic drop.
Yeah,
like,
you guys are talking about Alex and Ashley.
Ashley is like, yeah, I showed him. It's my world. Mic drop later, loser.
Yeah, she got the feeling that he was going to say no at the altar, so she jumped in and said, it doesn't matter what you say. And then she tried to burn him and call him a liar in front of everybody there at the wedding.
As an opportunity to boost herself up and look mighty.
And if this is proof of anything, God, we're ready for baseball, huh?
This is what happens. This is what happens when you got the NFL blues.
This is what happens when the NFL ends, baseball hasn't begun, and the NBA isn't catching your interest other than SGA's coat. You're a bunch of grown men talking about Love is Blind.
No, it really is. This is a great example of how you really feel deep down and why I'm trying to boost up the WBC that much. And I really did enjoy that last night, Rich. After Love is Blind, I put it on, and I was shocked to feel the energy because they're playing with that country pride, like Rich said.
Wasn't our very own Stu Gatz? I'll give him a shout-out. He gives us some love. Didn't Stu Gatz make a fun argument that they should move the White Sox to the Dominican Republic?
I didn't hear this. No, tell me about it.
I mean, you know, they talk in the NFL like, Yeah, maybe move the Jags to London if there's such an interest. He's saying after watching that DR crowd, he's like, why don't we just take a bunk team like the White Sox and move them to the DR?
Oh, get him excited. More
You know
excited
what?
about MLB.
I'll be honest.
But that's why when you talk about
When you saw Juan Soto
Yes.
rounding those bases, the background shots of the crowd,
insane.
it looked like Game 7 of the World Series.
Insane. When
And
you
that was
see the excitement that these other countries bring and the fans bring and support, you have to back up Team USA.
And that
you
was
have
a
to support
prelim.
your country team.
And that was like a prelim practice game, and it hasn't even started. So,
That's why,
Well-
even though America's the favorite here
yeah.
and Japan are the defending champions, I would not sleep on the Dominican Republic or any team playing with
No.
that type of support and energy and excitement behind them because they're playing for country pride. If you're not tuning in, you're tuning out, bro.
Top 3 teams favored in Las Vegas, according to DraftKings. Team USA.
Stacked. Support them. Get behind your country.
Japan,
Get behind the team. Japan is also stacked.
and the DR. In fact, you know what? If you want more WBC, we won't bombard you with it. On our bonus podcast today, Overpromised, we'll break down what MLB stars are on each team, and we'll go over some more prop bets and things you could do as far as the World Baseball Classic.
Give us the odds. Give us the odds on Overpromised.
Yeah, perfect.
We'll do that on YouTube right after the show at 4 p.m. on the West, 7 p.m. on the East. All right, now we promised you we'd talk some Tom Brady.
And again, flag football, another thing that's keeping my interest. The pros that are going to be doing this with influencers in Saudi Arabia, and my kids playing flag football. Flag football, all the rage. I saw Michael Strahan.
It really is. Rich is
Where-
not
where
lying.
did Strahan talk about this?
It's really capturing the world as far as youth sports, Olympics, what we're seeing between Brady and the trash talk with Logan Paul. I think we have a good respect for it,
Let me
you
tell
know,
you.
and I think it's a great compromise because there's so much concern and safety concerns when it comes to your kids playing. It's a great alternative. Maybe you don't want your kid to play soccer because you love football so much. You get them in flag football. It's a lot of fun, dude.
The boys and the girls and
Co-ed,
I know
yeah, it's great for
times,
kids.
A lot of times it feels like when you talk about women's sports, you're pandering. Like you don't want to be the person. You don't want to be like ESPN that's like, our Sunday night lineups, all women's sports. Don't you love it? Like I'm not trying to pander, but my daughter plays flag football, and I'll tell you, it's the most fun watching some of these young women play flag football. Michael Strahan was on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, and he's really pushing, saying that not only the Olympics, he thinks that even more so maybe than the WNBA and other sports, like if you get some of these young female athletes, flag football, we love the game so much that perhaps there's a little pocket for women's flag football that would gain your interest. I'll be honest.
I can see that. And I could also see what a confidence booster it is for young girls.
Dude, I coach yesterday after work. I coached every Wednesday. We have our practice.
And it's an equalizer. I see a lot of these young girls schooling young boys when I go and watch my niece and nephew play. These girls are good, dude.
So if you asked me right now, and I bet you I'm not the only one, if I said, what do you rather watch? The WNBA, or if in a year or so they really got together a women's flag football tournament or a league. I love football so much, and I think there's a different level of athleticism that is more interesting to me. The WNBA, I'm not watching unless you put my eyes open with toothpicks and Iowa Sam's forcing me to watch Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, funny you bring this up when Iowa Sam's not here, because you know what he'd say.
But if you told me, yo, Rich, they're doing like the best of the best women's flag football, I think we all love football, and I think women are allowed to show off their skills in a different way.
Absolutely. I actually agree with Rich 100% on that.
I think there's something to be said.
I do.
And again.
And it's fun to watch in person. Like when I'm watching these little kids, it's really dope.
Know what I've noticed too? We always talk about the world of impatience we live in.
Yeah.
Prime now. You go on Amazon. If you order something, if it doesn't say it's going to get to you by tomorrow, you're like, what do you mean? Not by tomorrow. By Tuesday? Like, we're so impatient that football ends.
You want more football.
And there's 6 weeks until baseball, and we can't even.
Yeah,
we can't even deal with it.
Fucking Love is Blind on Fox Sports Radio.
So I'm saying, if that's why Tom Brady and flag football. That's why women's flag football. That's why random fights, random things are getting your interest.
You know what I do believe, though, from all the flag football talk and watching these kids and how they're coached and watching Tom Brady train and talks of the Olympics and the team, whether or not remember the whole quarterback controversy with the Olympic quarterback or the USA flag football quarterback?
Yeah.
There's such a specific skill. Like My only reference is like gym class, because like when did you play flag football growing up?
Gym class, that's
right?
it. Yeah.
And do you remember how hard it was to snag the flag because you're running full speed and you're bouncing up and down while some dude is trying to twist his way, away from you?
Can't guard your flags, though.
There's a skill involved in being able to slow it down and grab that flag, and unless you practice that, you don't have it. So these are skills that are developed, and I think there's a lot of people further along. And there is truth to. I don't necessarily believe that just because you played in the NFL, you're going to be better.
It's an interesting one. So, hey, your thoughts all over the place, having fun our first 20 minutes on the show today.
Well, you know what, Danny G hit it. This is exactly what's going on. You had World Baseball Classic, you have Love is Blind, and you have this buzz about flag football in the background.
Yeah, it's true. You nailed it.
And then you hear like Kyler Murray rumors.
And then we're going to get to Kyler Murray in a minute because I have a deep thought that I posed to a bunch of my sports buds. A couple group texts, I threw it out there. I'm like, here's my Kyler Murray hypothetical. I'm going to give it to you guys coming up. So we'll talk some Kyler Murray. We'll go old school. And Logan Paul and Tom Brady continue to go at it. And I'll be honest, call me a sucker of all suckers because I'm the trap is working because I'm like, what did Logan Paul say about NFL players? So we'll get to that, talk a little football, have some fun. CNR right here on FSR.
Speaking of football, ready to tackle your financial goals? With Weeble, you don't have to sit on the sidelines like Rich Davis did when he played flag football.
Put me in, coach.
Whether you're a rookie or a pro, Weeble puts you in the game with tools that help you make the moves you want.
Hey.
Trade stocks, options, ETFs, or play the long game with cash management and retirement accounts all on one platform.
Weeble's app pairs advanced analytics with real-time data so you could read the defense, adjust your strategy, stay in control. And now with Vega, that's your AI assistant, you can ask things like, what's the outlook for this stock? Or, hey, can you analyze my watch list? You get real-time stock analysis, volatility insights, and fundamentals that turn complex stuff into plain English.
Want a wider view of the field? Use Portfolio X-Ray to spot trends, manage risk, and optimize the performance of your portfolio. Stop striking out. Stop punting your financial future.
No punting in flag football.
No punting?
No.
All right, then stop striking out. Your financial future. Join Weeble's community to discuss your markets, trending topics, and ideas with fellow investors. Download the Weeble app today on mobile or desktop, Webull, or visit Weeble.com.
Weeble Financial LLC, member SIPC FINRA. Investing involves risk. For more information, visit Weeble.com/disclosures.
The World Baseball Classic Team USA is stacked. And who's the leader of the team? Who's the captain? Aaron Judge. He's the guy. He is a leader by example. He's never been really an animated vocal leader. I can't say he's not a vocal leader, but he's not an animated guy. It's not who he is. He follows the Jeter blueprint. Was Jeter ever some sort of overly charismatic, outspoken loudmouth?
I just have to tell you, when you say things like that,
why?
Everyone else wants to
Why does that
barf
bother
in
you?
their-
Because your team stinks?
No, everyone else wants to barf in their mouth when you say
Why?
things like he
Why?
follows the Jeter blueprint.
Why?
Like there's
The
this
proof is in the
Like
championships.
there's this perfect way to be a
There
like
is.
a Yankee
Tell
or
me
something.
Tell me all the Yankee controversy that Derek Jeter started. That guy had a stellar career. Give credit where it's due. You should be embarrassed as a Mets fan.
He gave out gift baskets to girls he banged.
Your boy David
Allegedly.
Wright wishes. You wish that David Wright or any Met for that matter had the career of Derek Jeter.
I mean,
he
I
did form a blueprint.
I do think that. But Aaron Judge, stop with the blueprint. He's a good leader, great player. Don't make me hate him. His speech to Team USA is getting criticized. And
Criticized by who? Dave Portnoy? He's a Red Sox fan. He's another blowhard. Let him yap about him. Dave Portnoy he has to hate on Derek Jeter. That's what he does. Same way I don't like the Red Sox. That's his job. I don't blame him.
I didn't even see the Portnoy thing. I'm just assuming
Barstool. It's so weird because Barstool says two things. They have a tweet that says, "It's sad to see Judge being criticized for having the worst speech ever." And then in a following tweet, Dave Portnoy writes, "Worst speech ever." It's like, pick a side. Is it sad or are you adding to this?
Well, I mean, listen. I know we don't live in a world where everyone is Jameis Winston because that guy could give a speech. That guy could fire up. You go to an old folks home
But
and
not
get some old people
everyone's
dancing.
Jameis Winston. It's like when you're filling in for Colin and they're like, you guys stink. Why? Because we're not Colin? We're Covino and Rich. Why are you expecting Aaron Judge to be Jameis Winston when he's not? That's insane to me. That's not who he is, who he ever was. And if you think that's a lack of leadership, you're out of your mind. Clean out your eyes and your ears and notice that this guy leads by example. He's a consummate professional, and he's the real deal. If you don't understand that, you're missing the plot. And you know who came out and spoke out on his behalf recently? The great Paul O'Neill. It's like, anyone that criticizes this guy as a leader knows nothing about baseball, knows nothing about how he's viewed by his peers and his teammates.
Aaron Judge's biggest defenders, Steve Covino and Paul O'Neill.
Because this story is hogwash. You know the stuff I use in the shower to clean my junk?
Hogwash.
I'm going to give it to you to use on your face to clean out your mouth because you're talking smack. Hogwash. You're hating on, this is the problem with the world, not just Aaron Judge. We love our default settings to hate on stuff. You're hating on a guy who does everything right. Get a life. Losers. You guys are anyone criticizing Aaron Judge? Loser. I want to see the slob. You're the same slob that's criticizing pageant models as they're walking down the runway. Let's see what you're doing. Let's see how great
You're
you
saying
are.
we're
Let's
the
see
equivalent.
what you look
Hold on.
like.
If you criticize
Yes,
Aaron Judge's speech, you're
there's
saying
nobody better than
you're
that guy.
saying it's the equivalent of a fatso
Yes.
criticizing a runway model.
He's a treasure. You know what we should be doing? Applauding this guy. He's the captain of Team USA.
But you
You should be
just-
rooting him on. Rooting against Aaron Judge is un-American.
He just stood up.
Losers.
rise.
All rise and celebrate this man because he
rise.
plays the game the
Hold
way
on,
it's supposed to be
hold on,
played.
I got to stand.
Aaron Judge
That's
on
right.
Judgment Day.
Oh, Judgment Day.
Who said he has to be a dynamic speaker? He's a leader on the field. He's a baseball player. He's not doing TED Talks. He's not hosting on Fox Sports Radio. He hits home runs.
By the way, Covino defending Aaron Judge.
Because it's a joke. People are gross.
But I feel like you would defend Aaron Judge harder than like
Because
your
people
girlfriend,
are
your
gross.
kid, your
'Cause
family.
This is a
your
great
anything.
example of people
you
being
need to
gross.
be his publicist.
That's
you
right.
Are
I will
perfect
be.
for
Hey,
that
Aaron
job.
Judge, I'll be your publicist.
Because you believe in Aaron Judge.
That's right.
Genuinely.
I do believe in him. I absolutely do. And I believe that he's going to lead Team USA to their second World Baseball Classic. Dude, Team Japan has won 3 years in a row. Instead of backing this guy up, you're criticizing him? Let's see your
USA.
credentials. I want to see your credentials. I want to see who you are criticizing Aaron Judge. And if you missed this speech that's getting all this criticism, take a listen. Aaron Judge addressing his teammates.
Sacrifice for your family at home, you're sacrificing for your country, and you're sacrificing for the brothers in the trenches with you. And that's one thing I want us to do, fellas. You know, we're down, we're beat up a little bit, man. You know, bleed into each other, man. We're gonna lay it out on the line. If we do that, we're bringing the goal home, man.
Yeah. By the way, calm, cool, collected. What is he, your cheerleader? He's a player on the team. And by the way, this is out of context. People are like, this is his pep rally speech? No, they just got there, and he's addressing the team. The games don't start till Friday. You don't think that they're going to have another... Is the lead story today not that people are criticizing Aaron Judge?
I mean, it is
So
pretty
why
funny.
should I relax? It's ridiculous. Criticize people that should be criticized, not Aaron Judge. All right. Yeah, I can't believe it, man. Love is blind. Am I right? Am I right?
Or is it?
I don't know, man. Anyway, Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. We are Fox Dorks. By the way, hands off my show and tell item.
Oh, well, okay.
If you can guess what it is, if you could guess exactly what it is, you qualify for a prize I'll reveal at the end of the show. Every Thursday we throw it back, little show and tell,
Yep.
little members only, and, of course, old school and 50 hits. So in about 20 minutes, we have a throwback conversation. We get you involved. Danny G is on the phones at 877-99 on Fox.
Know what I love about today's show and tell?
What?
My version of show and tell is going to be the best because it's going to be what do I possibly have in my car
Oh, you're pulling that little
that I can find
school grade
that I could find
whatever you have in your cubby.
Oh, please, come on. How do you not
you're
know?
Like, you're like the stinky kid in class.
How do you know that I don't have like some cool
You're-
random hidden gem in my car?
Rich is the stinky kid in class who stinks, and he forgot to bring his toy.
This is
So
the
he has to-
second warning, Rich. And next Wednesday night, I'm going to have to pin a little reminder note onto your shirt before you go home.
Oh,
Yep, that's you.
damn it. All right, well, thank you,
you
Danny.
got one homework assignment a week.
Yeah.
Ah! All right. Well, hey.
It's all right. He could buy our burgers tomorrow on the
Yeah.
show. Programming note, by the way.
Yeah.
We're going to join in on the big arch tasting.
Oh,
Yeah, because
There ain't going to be no little weenie bites
You know,
out of those burgers around here
I mean,
either.
there's like there's real terrible wars going on in the world or conflicts, but there's like a burger war going on a way less light note. McDonald's, Burger King, now Wendy's is involved.
And
so,
A&W just got in on
you
it.
know, so we may have to have a little burger taste test.
You know, all these burger wars is just a distraction to keep us
From
off the
the-
Epstein files.
I've
right?
heard that, yeah.
Yeah,
People, yeah.
it's a whole conspiracy, guys.
I've heard that, yeah.
Anyway, we're live from Fox Sports Radio studio. Your next success can begin sooner than you think. Put your goals within reach at University of Maryland Global Campus, an accredited state university. Undergraduate and most graduate classes start March 11th. Learn more at umgc.edu. That's umgc.edu.
No, EDU.
Now, before we do some old school and 50 hits, Rich, we got to talk about this Tom Brady thing.
Yeah.
And I touched on it yesterday, and it's stating the obvious, but I think all this proves is that trash talk sells. You know how like sex sells, right? And it's the easiest, low-hanging fruit way to get views and likes and people to notice. Trash talk is right up there. You get some trash talk going. I mean, that's how you sell a fight. That's how you sell a game. That's how you sell a matchup. Get people invested. It's the easiest thing. In radio, what sells? A good little radio feud, right? Oh, Petros is talking about us? Well, screw that guy.
So, guess what? What was the
Colin stole Fernando
what was he saying?
Mendoza.
Also, Fernando,
What was the
screw
most-
that guy.
What was the most buzzworthy stuff in the last couple weeks on our show? When Colin Cowherd stole Fernando Mendoza.
When Stu Gotts started talking trash
Stu
about
Gotts got
it.
in on it. We got in on it. Like, it was that became fun because people
And
like that stuff.
People love it. So when you got Tom Brady and Logan Paul talking trash, people love it. It's the easiest blueprint to get people buzzing. I'm telling you. You know, you show a little booty, you talk a little trash. Ratings, baby, ratings.
Gold, baby, gold.
Seriously.
Um,
That's
I
what's
mean,
going on.
You just described like a big fight night. Hot ring card girls. Trash talking leading up to the fight.
But
These
some
are all the
people-
layers.
Some people don't like trash talking. What we're learning is that Tom Brady seems to be leaning into it. He's good at it. And he's no Phillip Rivers as far as reputation, but you know, when you've played in the NFL that long, you're probably better than most, dude.
Can I give you the timeline of Tom Brady, Logan Paul, just for those that might not know, and then we'll break down the latest that Logan Paul said because he again, I'm like a dumb fish, hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah, but it works. Just like I said, you know, when it comes to women, show a little cleave, it works. In sports, you talk a little trash, you're hooked. It
How
works.
many times do you click on a link because there's cheeks? How many times do they say, like, even in sports, there's like a fake headline about one of your favorite players. You click on it. We're all dummies. And Logan Paul is really good at getting our attention. And it all started out with Tom Brady insinuating that, Logan Paul.
Oh, it's when he was with Gronk.
When he was no, before that, when he was like, when he said, Logan Paul, you're athletic. Oh, you're in the WWE. And he said, that's cute.
Yeah, that's right.
And then Logan Paul got offended, started talking smack. And then Tom Brady said this.
That's what Logan Paul is. He's an entertainer. He has shown a lot of skills in those combat sports, but to actually have the skills, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know if he's got it.
Come play with the big boys. You're lucky you won't get hit.
And Tom Brady even drops an M effort, doesn't he?
He drops an MFer
And little B.
and he calls him a bitch. He calls Logan Paul a bitch.
All those beeps were Tom Brady talking about Logan Paul.
Meanwhile, Gronk's the one that's being all like cordial. So of course you could say manufacturer, but Tom Brady and Logan Paul
Yeah,
arguing.
but there's truth. I think there's truth to it. You know, I think Tom Brady's
fun.
playing it up. You know, we're talking about a former NFL superstar.
Yep.
And a WWE, a current WWE superstar. So there's going to be some antics involved. There's no question about it. But I think there's truth to it.
But now the
little bit.
funny part is that Logan Paul has doubled down, and he is now saying, "Yo, Tom Brady, you better be careful because for all I know, I may whoop your ass and like beat you up. I may punch you." Like he's insinuating like, "Yo, I may tussle with you, Tom Brady." And then he said, "In fact, let me continue." And Logan Paul goes on to say, he's willing to give any NFL player $1 million if they could beat him in the ring.
If you guys are so elite, and what I do is cute in wrestling, and my athleticism doesn't compare to yours.
I mean, he did.
Let's see if you could whoop my ass.
He did get in the ring with Floyd.
Yeah, and he did good, but he's also a lot bigger than Floyd and younger.
Of course.
He said he would throttle Myles Garrett.
Well, it's funny you say that, Danny G, because on my way to our Patreon show, which is like a Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio pre-show.
Yeah, well, unleashed
an
version.
Uncensored version of what we do on Patreon. I'm driving to our Patreon studio.
On your way to New Delhi.
And
you stopped where?
Pankot Palace.
Yeah, true.
Rich is quoting Indiana Jones on a Throwback Thursday in the Temple of Doom.
Your favorite movie.
But on my way to do our Patreon, I throw on Dan Patrick, I throw on DP, and he had Jay Glazer live from his bathroom, it sounded like. And Jay Glazer was saying that,
Hey, Dan!
there's a lot of NFL dudes that really train, and you wouldn't want to mess with them. And Myles Garrett was the first guy I think he named. He's like, you would not want to mess with Myles Garrett. Max Crosby he threw in there. When you think of football players that could actually fight Le'Veon Bell. But some of these dudes, I do believe that Logan Paul, because he has some boxing skill, right, and fighting skill.
Yeah.
I think he would whoop a lot of those big NFL dudes, regardless of their size. But if it's an NFL dude that also trains jiu-jitsu or boxes or trains mixed martial arts, I don't think Logan Paul has a chance. So Myles Garrett, no way.
I guess but my big question would be, forget the – I say this respectfully. Forget the no-names, meaning like the backup linebacker or lineman that says he could whoop Logan Paul's ass.
Does he fight is the question.
I want to talk about the elite guys that we think are, as you would call, like, mammoths, like the beastodons. If I were to say Max Crosby or Myles Garrett, or
again,
like
those guys, I'm trying to specify.
Nick
Those
Bosa.
Those guys train though, so I don't think that Logan Paul has a shot against guys like that.
But Logan Paul trains a hell of a lot more with boxing and wrestling and stuff like that. If you were to put just your instinct right now, your gut instinct, Danny G, we'll start with you. If I said Max Crosby is going to fight Logan Paul, who wins? Boxing.
Max Crosby.
I've seen video of Max Crosby in the ring. He looks talented in that arena, so I'd say Crosby.
Yeah, he trains in fighting. And is it boxing or like a mixed martial art thing?
Yeah.
Right? That's another question.
I'm saying boxing.
Boxing?
Let's say it's boxing.
See, that changes it.
Yeah, that does change it.
Because Logan Paul, he could box.
Would it be?
He's decent.
Mixed martial arts, I'd say Max Crosby.
No question.
How much would it mess with your head, or how much credit would you unfortunately or fortunately have to give Logan Paul if he got in a boxing ring and beat Myles Garrett? Or are you thinking to yourself, Rich, impossible? Isaac, do you think Myles Garrett is capable of losing in a boxing ring to Logan Paul? And if so, does that mean we just don't give Logan Paul enough credit, or are we overestimating the athleticism of a guy in the NFL?
I'm looking at the tail of the tape. So Jake Paul, 6'2".
No, Logan Paul.
Oh. Sorry. No. Logan Paul is 6'2", 220. Sorry about that. Okay. Miles Turner, again, tail of the tape. Miles Turner.
Isaac, it's Logan Paul, not Paul Schaefer.
Right.
Are you looking at it's not a...
Well, in that case, I would go with
Paul Hogan. Okay. You have Paul Hogan up. What are you doing?
Now that's a knife. All right. Myles Garrett, 6'4", 272. So that's actually... But if it was boxing, I just have to go with Logan Paul, just because boxing is so scientific and technical for anyone who's trained. But what I want to see...
What does that say? Doesn't that make you go, oh, my God, Logan Paul could beat Myles Garrett in the ring? That seems...
But it's boxing.
I know.
The question is, what if it's no holds barred, street fight, free fall furl.
Like
then I
MMA.
take Myles Garrett.
Exactly. I think we're all on the same page with that. Yeah, I think we're all on the same page.
And you know what? Somebody on social media, there's a former NFL lineman named Brady Fajoko who put out a really thought-provoking tweet. A superstar player is never going to want to do that or be allowed to do that because of their contract and the risk of getting injured. But you want to talk about a bottom-of-the-roster player or a practice squad player who could use the $1 million? That would be something I'd want to see.
Myles Garrett's not putting his reputation or livelihood or health on the line. But you're right. Backup, practice squad linebacker who's like, yo, F Logan Paul. I'll whoop his ass. Like, that's a guy that you could see do it. Or a retired guy like a Le'Veon Bell who's no longer playing.
Yeah, but he throws hands. He can fight.
I know. Oh, man.
And I think that's part of the reason why Logan Paul doesn't want to fight, because he's insisting on current player, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a few NFL players who are not household names, they quickly accepted the challenge. Deion Dawkins, Tay Crowder, and Brock Hoffman.
Okay, so to get you back up to speed, Logan Paul, Tom Brady talking all this smack, Tom Brady calling him a B, undermining his athleticism. Logan Paul is now saying, I'll whoop all your guys' asses, NFL or not. In fact, I'll throw $1 million out there if anyone wants to fight me who's currently in the NFL, to prove to you guys that I'm an elite athlete.
And I think we're coming to the conclusion of, we hate to say it, but in a technical fight, boxing.
In a boxing match, I agree, Logan Paul could probably whip some of the best.
Ryan,
in a mixed martial art competition, I don't think so.
Ryan's either got a headache or he's sick of us or this conversation. Ryan, do you think
maybe both?
Yeah.
No, Ryan, would it aggravate you for a Logan Paul to beat a Myles Garrett? Or do you think that's not happening?
It would never happen. I mean, I could see Paul bribing him. Hey, please, fake this me knocking you out. But if it happened in real life, you
can't picture it.
I can't picture it
By
in
the
my
way,
head.
I wouldn't cancel it out, though. If there's enough intrigue by the public and it seems like we jump and bite at this stuff, like Rich said before.
Yeah, but if a guy
he throws more money at it, people will be willing to do it.
Yeah, but a Myles Garrett or a Max Crosby or someone of that caliber is making top-tier money that would never jeopardize that for God forbid.
I'll fight him.
You think he can last around
Never
with Logan
say
Paul?
never,
Oh,
because
yeah,
what's
yeah,
the speculation? Max Crosby could always lean retirement to get out of his deal. Maybe he takes a fight in between time.
Right. Well, you know what? Think about it, your thoughts, and let's go to the guy that just licked his chicken parm plate and didn't think I saw. Isaac Lowenkron. Yo, how good was your chicken parm? I saw you lick the sauce off that plate.
Yeah, that's a bad habit. I don't mind you noticing that, but thankfully it was not on camera, I think. All right, on to...
I saw you making that for lunch. It did look good. But I look over and he looks like a little
Well, you
puppy.
inspired me by your recent meal earlier this week with your mayonnaise edition.
Oh, yes. A little chicken cutlet with mayo.
So that's an East Coast thing. It should be a national thing. The Buffalo Bills fellas acquiring receiver DJ Moore from the Chicago Bears, along with a 5th-round pick in exchange for a 2nd-round pick. Pittsburgh Steelers released veteran tight end Jonnu Smith. Seahawks linebacker Drake Thomas agreed to a 2-year, $8 million deal. Receiver Gunnar Olszewski returning to the New York Giants on a 1-year contract. Big news in the NBA, the Boston Celtics upgraded Jason Tatum to questionable for Friday's game against Dallas. Tatum has not played yet this season as he recovers from a torn Achilles. Finally, in baseball, Houston Astros All-Star and Dominican Republic shortstop Jeremy Pena will miss at least the opening round of the World Baseball Classic after fracturing the tip of his right ring finger. Covino and Rich, back to you.
Thank you.
If you left off ring finger, I would have been more concerned. All right.
Me
thank
too.
you, Isaac. And, hey, we got more coming up. We're going to do old school when 50 hits. A fun one today. And a Kyler Murray hypothetical. So lots of fun still to come. Appreciate you guys hanging with us. Covino and Rich right here on Fox Sports Radio.
Have you ever wiped with a piece of dry single-ply toilet paper and wondered, is this as good as it gets?
Oh, it's not.
No, it gets way better thanks to wet extra large cleaning power of Dude Wipes. And when they say extra large, they mean business. So no matter the size of your mess from top to bottom, Rich, Dudes has you covered for a confident clean.
That paints a picture. All right, they comfortably clean up whatever TP leaves behind. No more maintenance wipes. Debris? No way. Irritation? Not a chance. It's time to make the trade of the season and switch from TP to extra large Dude Wipes.
And start experiencing the confident clean of Dude Wipes, made from 100% plant-based natural fibers, coming in a variety of sensations like mint chill and shea butter to protect your end zone.
Join the movement for a cleaner movement and a skid-free life. Available at Amazon and major retailers nationwide. Dude Wipes, best clean, pants down. The Atlanta Hawks planning on their Magic City Monday night, a, quote, cultural place in the city of Atlanta, a gentleman's club known for their wings and entertainment and performers. T.I. People are coming out for this big Monday night. And the rub, for people that are like, this is vulgar. The rub. Did I say the rub?
Yeah, there's no rubbing
There's no
going
rubbing.
on.
Hands by your side. The rub would be that there's no women involved. There's no strippers. It is simply a night.
You would have to imagine, though, that some legendary alumni would want to make a cameo and get on the big screen that night, no?
Oh, like Big Booty Becky or something? I don't
Yeah,
know,
like buy
someone,
a section of tickets for the former performers from Magic City.
Well, they are indeed moving forward with Magic City Monday in Atlanta. And the reason we bring it up was because we talked about it last week. Spurs, Luke Cornett of the Spurs, slams the Atlanta Hawks Magic City night, saying, what message does this send to women? So I want us to keep an open mind, and let's come to our own conclusion here. Is this a move that's disrespectful to women, or is it just celebrating a fun spot in Atlanta? Is it a little of both? Because sometimes, like, two things could be right.
Truthfully, yeah, it's probably that. You know, because you could just say, hey, it's a fun night, and it's a celebration of what they're calling a cultural institution, a part of Atlanta. You know, sometimes I refer to Atlanta as Magic City, right? I mean, don't we say that sometimes? Because it's such a popular, like, even tourist attraction at this point.
Let me throw this out there. This is what Cornette said, Cornette of the Spurs. The NBA should desire to protect and esteem women, many of whom work diligently every day to make this the best basketball league in the world. We should promote an atmosphere that is protective and respectful of the daughters, wives, sisters, mothers, and partners that we know and love. Cornette added the promotion will reflect poorly on the whole NBA, as it could make the league, quote, complicit in the potential objectification.
My mom agrees for
and
sure.
Mistreatment of women in our society, regardless of how a woman finds her way into the adult entertainment industry. Many in this space experience abuse, harassment, and violence, which they should never be subject to.
Yeah, he's bringing some real harsh reality
I feel like
to
he's
it.
bringing the real talk into,
and
like,
he's not
a
wrong.
fun time.
He's not wrong
He's
at all.
not.
That's why it makes headlines. If it wasn't a controversial move, we probably wouldn't have known about it. It sounds odd that they're doing this and embracing it. I know it's meant to be fun, and they're doing it when they play the Magic on March 16th, right? Magic City night, Magic City Monday. He's not wrong. He's not. I don't think it's every dad's dream. I'm a girl dad. I don't think it's not my dream for my daughter to work at Magic City one night.
Well,
and they're celebrating
the old Chris Rock saying used to be, what's the dad go? Keep her off the pole.
And
now
now
it's keep her off the OnlyFans.
Keep the cheeks off the gram, yeah.
Off the fans.
Or off the OF. We are sending mixed signals by celebrating that. Yeah, absolutely. He's not wrong. It's just you don't want to hear it.
There's a dark side of that industry. We all could accept that, and it's the sad reality is there's a lot of desperate women that do this. There's a lot of women trying to get a cheap, a quick
I doubt
buck.
it was their dream gig.
But then there's other women that own it, and they're like, I'm gonna own my sexuality and go strip.
Yeah,
So
it empowers some women and it puts them through school.
That's another side of it as well. So that's why.
Oh, is that the Rob Parker Scholarship Fund?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I understand, that two things could be right is a boring answer, but
She's number 27.
It's the true answer.
Yeah, I mean,
there's two
listen,
sides to this.
You could say a fun night, and you could also say a disrespectful night. And I think
also controversial in the
both?
sense that, Luke Cornett does make a good point, especially when the NBA so closely affiliated, owns the WNBA, which is supposed to be empowering women. At the same time, they're
but Rich,
promoting this.
How's it disrespectful, Rich? They're not having the dancers in thongs on the court.
Because we're celebrating they're celebrating, not we. I'm not even part of this. They're celebrating.
Just because they're
Don't
not
try to
there-
distance yourself now.
No, I got nothing to do with it.
But what he's saying, Danny G, is like just because they're not there, they'll be like saying, "Hey, we're having Pornhub night at the stadium." Well, we're not bringing any adult film stars here, so what? It's just the night.
Yeah, you're still
celebrating it.
Or honoring it in
Yeah.
a way.
You know what's interesting is that we live in a world now where women more than ever, rightfully so, own their sexuality, right? Like there's no shame in, like it used to be like, if a guy hooked up with a lot of women, he's a stud, and if a woman did, she's a hoe. Like that.
On a secret mission, guys.
What are you up to, Sam?
I don't know.
Well, it's nice to see Ryan today. Danny G, super producing. Isaac Lowenkron on your updates. Covino and Rich. Having fun here on Thursday on Fox Sports Radio as we get ready for more World Baseball Classic.
Can't wait.
Get ready for MLB. Get ready for the NFL draft and some offseason stuff. Danny, we're going to start having to take notes of some of these moves already in the NFL. Like, oh my God, DJ Moore, he's on the move.
Oh, man, it's one of my favorite times of the year. On the 11th of this month, the new season starts for the NFL.
We also got to get ready for old school and 50 hits. But first, Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. We're live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. It's time for our Tire Rack play of the day.
Tire Rack.
We already talked about his weak-ass fur coat.
Yeah, but you know what? Weak fur coat and all, SGA with a dagger 3 to beat the Knicks.
Shea at the Knick logo at midcourt 40 feet away. Slashes, steps back, fires. Angle left three-pointer is up and in. Cha-ching at Thunder Moneyball. The reigning MVP is here, baby. Shea rises and rips the cords. He's got 26.
I really can't say much about that coat when I'm wearing a members-only jacket.
I
I'm
mean,
sure
it's
that
true.
coat is worth more than I make a year. I get all that, but it looks ridiculous. But props to him with the three-point dagger. OKC over New York, 103-100. That's courtesy of WWLS Thunder Radio Network. That's our Tire Rack play of the day.
Can you wear that coat?
No, I'd
when
never be
when
able
you're
to.
an MVP,
I guess when
that
you
just won an MVP and a title and is probably maybe trying to repeat or what?
I mean, it's ridiculous. But for over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Shipped fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. And look at the time. Let's hit it.
There's a certain...
Yeah!
What we gonna do right here is go back. Back into time.
Throwing it back for a Thursday. Old school when 50 hits. At 50 after, CNR give you the time capsule topic, and we reminisce together.
Yeah! So get this.
Okay, Timmy, no breaks.
What is today? March 5th, 2026?
Yeah, 3-5, bro.
Can you believe tomorrow is my parents' 50th wedding anniversary? Congrats to Big Steve and Hortensia.
Wow.
50 years married.
50 years.
But on the 5th today,
kissing ass.
Today, my dad was probably getting his platform shoes ready for the big day.
Yeah, renewing their vows
50
with
years ago.
with his ruffle shirt from the 70s.
Yeah, I know. But on this day in 1971, the Zeppelin classic was played and performed live for the first time ever.
Stairway to Heaven. First time ever.
First time ever performed live, 8 minutes and 2 seconds long. But I believe there's, depending on solos and how much ad-libs Robert Plant wants to throw in there,
Yeah.
how many yeahs, it's gone anywhere from 8 minutes to 11 minutes long, right?
Exactly. They average around 11 minutes, or did when they were playing this in concert.
And it's a classic. You know the joke. You've seen Wayne's World. Anytime someone picks up a guitar, you're at Guitar Center, you're at your buddy's house, you try to play some Stairway. It's a legendary song.
So, on a Throwback Thursday, in honor of the first time this song was played, way before we were all born, 1971, Stairway to Heaven.
You know all those lyrics are about Lord of the Rings, right? I wonder if Jimmy Page and John Bonham, I wonder if they all knew at that time that all the songs that they were playing, I don't think they did, in fact. I think Jimmy Page was quoted as saying, yeah, I didn't know it was about Lord of the Rings until years later or something like that. But all these songs were like references to Lord of the Rings.
I don't even know that.
Yes, it's true. Led Zeppelin, look it up.
What?
Yeah, I'm not making this up.
So, 1971, longest song ever. But Danny G gave a fun little twist. He goes, what are the things in life, movies, shows, games, what are the things that it doesn't matter that they were long they're still fantastic.
Just ran long.
It ran long. It was a million seasons.
Went on and on.
Or like, I was thinking the hip-hop version of that, Sugar Hill Gang.
Yo, Rapper's Delight
Yeah.
is a long-ass song. It really is. But you know what? The question really becomes, what is so long, but because it's so good, we're like, yeah, that's cool.
I'll tell you what, though. In today's world, I don't think those things would really fly the same way. With our attention spans now, I don't know.
Squirrel.
Yeah, seriously.
There's a definite lack of attention, but those long-ass things that are tolerable because they're that good. Movies, music, sports, we'll get to all that next right here. Covino and Rich. Throwback Thursday. Come on.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best. You were dating some girl, and you were like, hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense. Her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win.
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the fun.
We're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there. And I'll point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all show. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it.
The Buffalo Bills are acquiring receiver DJ Moore from the Chicago Bears along with a 5th-round pick in exchange for a 2nd-round pick. New Orleans defensive end Cameron Jordan, who spent each of his 15 NFL seasons with the Saints, will hit free agency for the first time in his career. The Pittsburgh Steelers released veteran tight end Jonnu Smith. Seattle Seahawks linebacker Drake Thomas agreed to a 2-year, $8 million deal. Receiver Gunnar Olszewski is returning to the New York Giants on a 1-year deal. Big news out of the NBA, the Boston Celtics upgraded Jason Tatum to questionable for Friday's game against Dallas. Tatum has not played this season as he recovers from a torn Achilles. And in baseball, Houston Astros All-Star and Dominican Republic shortstop Jeremy Pena will miss at least the opening round of the World Baseball Classic after fracturing the tip of his right ring finger. I'm Isaac Lowenkron.
What is that?
Hey, it's the show that's sweeping the nation and sweeping the studios of Fox Sports Radio on the weekends.
Your second job.
It's my part-time income. Covino and Rich,
What up,
Fox
bud?
Sports Radio. I'm Steve, el hombre más guapo. Members only, Covino, Rich Davis.
Hey!
You know what? I am inspired for an SGA day sometime next week. I got to dust off that All Saints, that flashy All Saints jacket. I need a nice reason to wear it.
Maybe I'll go buy a nice fur coat.
Yeah, SGA style. Hope you had an SGA Team Australia sort of night. We're having a great Thursday. Weekend starts, well, now. Why not?
Yeah.
It's old school when 50 hits. We get you involved at 877-99 on Fox. We're talking long things, so, Rich, you're out of this conversation. And we be rocking out. Let's go. Hey-o. Hey, Ryan, so what do you think? Oh, hey-o. We got some show and tell this hour. And if you can guess what it is.
Oh, yeah. There's some good guesses so far.
We'll give away some prizes.
Man, did Rich go in the trunk of his car again?
Yeah, he's just such a slacker. Who's the principal in Back to the Future? What's his name again?
Prince Old Strickland.
Yeah, you're a slacker, dude. Your whole family's slacker.
Just like your father.
Just like your father, slacker. This is what you bring? What is that?
What do you mean? What
is this makeshift? This is what you brought?
This is my show.
This is
and
what
tell.
you left and found in the car.
I don't know what you mean. This right here.
We're not stupid.
come
Danny
on.
G, give him an F. Danny G gave you an assignment as producer, executive producer. This is what you produce.
About to get into a fight like Canada and Mexico.
Yo, seriously. So anyway.
Or that women's basketball game the other day?
No, WBC back in the day.
Yeah, there's been a couple of good fights.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like a good fight? As you always
Broadcasting
say, you like a
live.
good fight and a good hiney.
Oh, I love all those things. I love hanging out with you guys every day on Fox Sports Radio. And again, we take your phone calls now at 877-99 on Fox. But first and first, mostly, if you missed any of the show, catch the podcast, search Covino and Rich, and you can catch us live 24/7, wherever, whenever, on the Fox Sports Radio app. The iHeartRadio app, just search Fox Sports Radio. And Rich, have you ever wiped with a dry piece of toilet paper and wondered, is this as good as it gets? Well, it's not. Switch to life-changing wet, extra-large flushable dude wipes.
Hope not. Wetter cleans better. Available at Amazon, all major retailers nationwide. Dude wipes, best clean, pants down, buddies.
Hey, and before we get back into old school and 50 hits, can I shamelessly promote two things? We're going to do Overpromised in about 56 minutes right here on our YouTube page. And I can tell you, we're going to talk some Combine, some Ozzy Osbourne, and some more WBC because we only have an hour left of this show.
Can I guess the second thing?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know. You're on some History Channel show about like old baseball cards or something?
Yes,
No.
I'm on.
I don't know. Something. Mysteries Unsolved.
Season 2 premiere, the second half of Season 2 of Mysteries Unearthed tonight with Danny Trejo. Danny Trejo Machete wants you to check out the show. It's called Mysteries Unearthed, and I'm on it. And the episode is Digging Up Trouble tonight on the History Channel, so set the DVR.
I bet you. What if we went back to Union High School?
Yeah.
And asked your social study teachers, is Covino qualified to be a sports history expert?
It's not even sports. It's all like nonsense, but it's fun, so check it out.
Right.
So History Channel tonight, set the DVR, Mysteries Unearthed. But right now, Old School when 50 hits. We do this every Thursday, and, we are going back into history, back into time, 1971. Today on this day was the first time that Led Zeppelin performed Stairway to Heaven live, and it's over 8 minutes long, but they've played variations up to 11-plus minutes long. So it got us thinking of, things that were just way long, but we accepted and we were cool with it.
Unbearably long, but because
extra inning games,
but because it's good, you're like, okay, that's cool.
Dude,
to
boxing used to be 15-round fights. Think of that. 15-round fights. These fights would never last 15 rounds nowadays.
Do you think if boxing went back to 15 rounds, you'd see a lot more winners, guys gassing out, or what?
It'd be a complete, these boxers would have to pace themselves in a completely different way, right? So, 15-round fights, when you think about that, or when you sit back and watch some old fights, 15 rounds.
I'm going to give you one that's an obvious one. I'll get it out the gate. I'm going to speak in general terms. You could insert your own game. You could say this past World Series. You could say some great Cardinals playoff games, Mets, Astros, 86. When there is postseason baseball, this past year, the Tigers. When there's a postseason baseball game that goes way deep into extra innings, I don't care if it's 5 hours. I'm locked in.
Yeah,
I think it's one of the best examples of
that made the postseason so much fun this year.
I don't care how long the game is. If it's a postseason baseball game and it's 6 hours, that's one of those few times where I'm like, more the merrier. And by the way, sweet jacket.
You could see me rocking SGA's jacket at Covino and Rich FSR. That's my point. If you take his three-point dagger out of it.
Just enjoy the jacket.
You take him. It's a ridiculous jacket. It looks like I'm Sasquatch. Again, you can see it now. Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube. We're streaming live.
Sweet. I got one, too.
It's like Jim Carrey's face coming out of the rhino.
Yeah, it's so stupid. But again, you can see it live as we speak. But we're also taking your phone calls now. So get involved. 877-99 on Fox. Danny G's on standby. 877-99 on Fox. I'll give you one. I talk about it. I quote it almost every day since I've seen it. So there's a movie that came out in 1993 that sort of really changed my life. It really did. Now, keep in mind, I grew up on the East Coast. My last name's Covino. My dad is Italian, right? But on the East Coast, growing up, I grew up with a bunch of Italian, Irish kids, a lot of black kids, a good mix of kids, but there was no Mexican kids. So if I said I was Mexican back in 93 in Jersey, right, I might as well have said, yeah, my family's from Mars. I didn't know any other Mexican kids. I was the only one.
Yeah. Honestly,
he's
right.
Only one.
Growing up
back
in New York.
then.
Growing up in New York.
It was all Puerto Ricans and Dominicans.
Yeah, any of your Hispanic friends were, like you said,
Now,
DR, Puerto Rico, never a Mexican
different story, right? So 1993, I'm in high school, and there's a movie on HBO called Blood In, Blood Out, S.A. Vatos Locos Forever, S.A. Every white kid that saw this movie wanted to be Mexican. I had a different strut about me. So not only was I half Mexican, half Italian, I was also vato for life after seeing that movie. Dude, I had a different swag about me. Everyone was quoting it in my high school hallways. Vatos Locos Forever, carnalitos.
That's your example?
That movie is over 3 hours long.
For real?
Yeah. When you sit and watch that movie, you're like, oh my God, is this movie
I thought it just felt
dude,
that long.
It has an arc of this dude, and he goes from this nerdy dude to a gang leader in jail. It's like a whole story. It's
when you
epic.
checked it out at Blockbuster, they gave you 2 VHS tapes.
Yo, it's over 3 hours long. And the thinking behind it was supposed to be like the Mexican Godfather of sorts. But they really didn't edit it down. They just here it is. And now you can watch it on Hulu, guys. It's a classic. If you've never seen it, people who know. But people who didn't, no, it's a classic, bro. 1993, Blood In, Blood Out, Bound by Honor. But the movie is over 3 hours. From today's standard, that's you're not fit. That's a 2-night process from today's standard.
Okay, can I give you one?
Yeah.
Now, you know what? I'm disobeying my own conversation. I said it has to be good, like the
How
ones
about
that
going
you
to
can
the
tolerate.
grocery store with your wife? That's way too long.
No, I like doing that.
My girlfriend has to go down every aisle. A guy, at least we have this great plan that never really works out, but we're going in, we're going out.
Make it fun. Make it fun. Every aisle she goes down, make the announcement. Coming down the aisle. Just
every aisle. I'm looking at my watch like Pee Wee Herman. Like, can we get to the basement of the Alamo? Can we get on with this already? Can we go home now? So things that are way long.
You could go the other way. I mean, because Danny G, the more I think about it, tolerable things that are way long, the list is shorter than things that I'm like, nope.
Well, I bring up the Costco thing, Rich, because 90% of the things we buy are I'm enjoying them. Yes, for me, I'm eating all the samples. But, man, it's way long. We deal with it.
Rich, you could give us a good one and a bad one.
I'll give you something that's way too long and something that was way long and I enjoyed. Way too long.
Pause.
Yo, why'd you lick your lips when you said that?
Way too long. Do you remember the De Niro movie, The Irishman, from like a couple years ago?
Yes.
And we were all like, oh, he's got a gang movie with De Niro. And remember they did like aging on his face, like when AI was in its earlier stages? You know, the movie was 3.5 hours. I remember we all watched it and we were like, yeah, did you tolerate that? Weak sauce.
It was kind of weak. I didn't like that movie that much.
However, call me corny because I'm saying no to The Irishman. Wicked, long as hell, but I loved it. I thought, like, I was at the theater with my kids, and I'm like, that's a 3-hour movie.
Would you sit through the whole thing, both parts?
Ooh, like 5 hours?
Yeah, no thanks.
I don't know.
I'm calling in sick that day. I can't do it. And I'm not even hating. I like it, too. I can't do it.
You know it's too long?
Our attention spans are toast.
You know it's too long if you fall behind on stupid reality shows like The Bachelor. Don't you feel like it's hours a week? Like hours and hours a week?
You know what it is? Those one-on-one dates are too long.
Yeah.
I don't want to sit through the people watching fireworks while they're at dinner. Like, I'm good on that.
Yeah, fast forward.
Yeah, I'm good on that. I can't.
Don't need it.
Can't do it.
You guys want to take a guess? This came up at the top of a lot of searches for long movies. Gone with the Wind.
Yo, can't do it. Do-do-do-do-do.
Frankly, my dear, the movie's too damn long. How long you think that movie was?
I don't know. It was definitely a 2 DVD, 2 VHS deal.
No thanks.
No
Could have been
thanks.
3.
Yeah, no thanks. Frankly, my dear Danny, I don't give a damn.
3 hours and 56 minutes long.
Oh, good Lord.
Almost just under 4 hours.
I would bet every penny in my bank account, every penny, right, that Rich Davis has never seen Gone with the Wind. Guaranteed.
And you would win. Because I have never seen Gone with the Wind.
You would think your parents would sit you down. Like, dude, you better believe
know me.
My mom made me watch that.
Look me in
no
the eyes.
thanks.
You've known me for 20 years.
Yeah.
You think I have the attention span
No.
for 4-hour
no.
Gone with the
But
Wind movie?
that's an epic movie.
Rich squirms in his chair over there when a caller goes too long.
Oh, yeah.
And by too long, I mean they're on the line for 30
Rich
seconds.
hated my Blood In, Blood Out story because it was
Can I
too
tell you?
long.
You guys should appreciate me. You know why? Because I know my attention span is crap and trash. So I know when I'm going on too long, I'm like, can't go on too long. Don't want to bore people.
So you're the gauge?
I'm the gauge because I know my attention span. A caller's like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, come on, get to it.
Hey, I got one. Hey, Ryan, I'm going to put you on a spot. You're a gamer, right? So I'm sure there's a game that, like, this game has just gone on way too long. The same stupid board, same stupid process back and forth. Is there, like, a classic, like, this game just stinks. It's too long.
I think a game like Call of Duty has run its course because it's the same game every year. So,
Same thing.
Same thing.
I can see that.
Is there a show that's run too long where you're like, we get it? I mean, I know the
Survivor's like
I know
on season 50,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Survivor.
Grey's Anatomy. That show's never going to end.
Grey's Anatomy will never end.
Well, I mean, soap operas never end, right?
What
They just
about
keep on going.
Rich, you mentioned baseball. Game 3, where Freddie finally put an end to it.
Yeah.
It was 6 hours and 39 minutes long.
You know, in baseball in general, I'm a fan, so it's hard for me to say this, but you know how many people say, 162 games? Too long.
Well, you know, Michael Kay, he always says, an unmanageable 6 hours and 2 minutes.
Yeah, before they did the pitch clock.
Because unless you love it, it's way too long.
There were games before the pitch clock and you had a
Before
slow
the pitch
pitcher.
clock, for sure.
There would be like an unmanageable 4-hour game.
Yeah,
Jeez.
you're giving up your whole night watching that.
What about shows like The Simpsons or South Park that have been going on forever? Are you tired of them, or you just think, hey, they still put out a good product?
You know, I give them all the credit in the world. I think what The Simpsons do is great, but honestly, I don't know anybody tuning in anymore. Do you?
Gone on too long. As much as I love
Meaning
the series,
I think it's run its course.
I got so much joy out of the series, but it went on too long. It might still be going on for all I know with the spinoffs. Walking Dead.
Yeah, definitely.
I loved so much of The Walking Dead. I feel like I watched longer than some people. I feel like so many people were like, I tapped out after Carl died. I kept watching. I couldn't stop. I felt bad. But that was still going on. It's like, who's
Wait a
Negan?
second. Carl died?
Sorry to spoil it.
You blew it! How about long-ass flights, dude? Like, I've gone to Japan. Have you guys traveled that far? And you're like, yeah, it's going to be an easy breezy 13. You're like, 13 hours? You're like, 13 hours? Oh, my God. Like, driving too long, and especially at least flying, you're just sitting there. But if I'm driving too long, it's like a cartoon. My eyes start to spin, and I start to feel like I'm going to veer off the road. I'm like, I can't do this. I have to pull over.
I've never flown that long. If I do.
Dude, I thought I was going to have a freak out on a plane for 13 hours, man.
If I were to take a flight that long, I would take my chances and take one too many edibles and just hope I pass out.
Dude,
there's no
crazy.
13 hours? What do you could watch
Yeah.
like seasons of a show.
Gonna have to pull a Mr. T on Rich to get him up in the air that long.
Yo, it's just too much. And some people are cool with it, though, right? Like, my girlfriend, she's gone like 4 times in the past year and a half. Swear to God. I'm
To
like,
Japan?
Yeah. Yes. I don't know how she does it.
Maybe you should start suspecting something.
Yeah, maybe she's dating a Japanese.
She's dating Yamamoto.
Yeah.
She's
and now I have to investigate. But, yo, seriously, like, that's nothing to her. And she drives from L.A. to Idaho, which is like a 13-hour drive. This
reeks of her just not wanting to be around you the more I'm adding it up.
I'm checked out. I'm like, can we fly there? I can't do that. But some people love it. That's the other thing. People love to drive. People love to just check out and zone out and just it's not a thing for them. As an East Coast kid who I drove to New York and New Jersey and back, that was it. I drove to the mall and back. That's where I drove. That, for me, feels like forever. Vato loco. So, if you just joined us, it's Old School when 50 hits. Led Zeppelin's classic, Stairway to Heaven. Think about this. It's not, there's other examples, too. I think there's Pink Floyd examples of, like, that'll never be a single. The song's too long.
Well, to quote.
There's Tool examples. Certain examples of, like, there's no way they're going to play this on the radio. A radio hit's like 2 to 3 minutes.
Queen, another example.
Queen, yeah. Bohemian Rhapsody's too long.
Can I quote the great Billy Joel?
Sure.
In a classic, he says, I had to look up the exact lyric. I didn't want to butcher it. If you're going to be a hit, you got to make it fit. So they cut it down to 3:05.
Exactly.
Because back in the day, Billy Joel had longer songs, and the record label's like, yeah, that's not going to fly.
So
make it 3 minutes.
When you're
and that was the
pitching
Entertainer, by the way.
an 8-minute song, it's just, that's crazy. And it becomes one of their biggest hits. So Stairway to Heaven came out the first time they performed it live over 8 minutes long, but they've performed it over 11 minutes long. So
Yikes.
Things that are just way long, but we dealt with it. Maybe you love it. Hit us up, 877-99 on Fox.
All right, let's
You know what,
rapid
Rich?
fire it, Danny.
As a listener of our show, I'm sure there's a lot of people that think, yeah, these guys really keep a topic going for way too long sometimes, especially on our Patreon.
Nah, not
on our Patreon.
Patreon, okay, but on Fox Sports Radio, Rich will squirm in his chair if something goes too long.
Sometimes there's a horse and it's dead, and Rich keeps beating it and beating it.
But
it's like, we got to move on.
But, Rich, I like it because it keeps things action-packed.
Yeah.
Because there definitely are some hosts on the radio. Well, they'll just sit on something for a couple hours.
I like to move it along.
You like to move it?
I like to move it. I like to move it. All right, rapid fire, and then I want to talk about Kyler Murray and his options.
There's an Instagram video where the camera from Spotty is zoomed in on Rich's hand and all his nervousness over there in the studio.
He's so annoying. He's the most annoying guy ever.
He looks like he's practicing DJing on a mixer.
You pressing the mic button on and off? What's wrong with you?
I'm turning the mic on and off.
Why do you do that?
And he's turning the volume knob.
Yeah, you've seen this? This guy's a maniac.
I get fidgety when I feel like we're not moving along.
All right.
So let's get to the calls.
All-American Reject. Go to the calls.
Move along, move along. Who do we got?
Rich the trucker checking in. He's driving through Florida.
What's up, Rich?
Hey.
What's up, man?
Doing good. Hey, you're talking about long songs. Quick story. My favorite time when I go to the strip club, tip the DJ. Just before you get your lap dance. Stranglehold, Ted Nugent, 8 minutes plus.
You know what? Danny, not that we condone the Magic Cities of the world, or do we? The whole joke is,
They got good wings there.
the lap dance. The lap dance is still $20-something, but now the songs are like they play 30 seconds.
It's $1 for every second.
Yeah,
they give you TikTok version.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Evan in Los Angeles.
Hey, what's up, Evan?
Hey, what's up, Covino Rich, Danny G? I love you guys. For way too long for me is like Avatar. I saw the last 2 Avatars in the theater with my wife. The second one, the only thing that kept me awake, we saw that 4DX thing where it flips you around, sprays you with water.
Yeah,
those are way too long.
Yeah, some of these movies, like, and you know what? I know there's a lot of big Marvel fans. I think that's an exception because people love it so much. But wasn't Endgame like 3 hours? That was a 3-hour movie,
and I loved it.
Really? Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
I can't do it. You gotta
when you love
set
it,
aside
though,
like a whole week.
It could have been 6 hours. I'd have been there. I'd been happy.
Avatar, the original one from 2009, it kept my attention, and it was almost 3 hours long.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was pre-TikTok and Instagram. I can't sit through those. I can't. I don't think I can.
All
right, Bruno in Arizona wants to weigh in.
Bruno. Hey, Bruno.
Hey, guys. I got a good long movie and a bad long song. Okay, the good long movie is Amadeus, 2 hours and 40 minutes. Very good movie. Very good movie to sit through and watch.
Did you say I'm Rich Davis?
I'm Rich Davis. I'm Rich Davis. I'm Rich Davis. I'm Rich Davis. I'm Rich Davis.
Oh, Amadeus. I'm sorry.
Oh, wrong. Okay,
It's about Mozart. Very good movie.
I'm Rich Davis.
2 hours and 40 minutes. The bad song, I
They
think
both
it's
have
still
poofy
playing,
hair.
is American Pie by Don McLean. That song goes up forever and ever and ever, it seems
A
like.
long,
How long is it? I'll look it up.
song. A long. That's got to be at least 6 minutes. American
the
Pie by
music
Don.
guy?
I know every song, every
American
word. We
Pie.
all do, but you
know what that song's about, right?
Love, the day the music died. Yeah.
About Buddy Holly,
Yeah,
Big Bopper,
Of course.
Richie Valens.
Yeah. It's a legendary song, but it's
Covino, being from rock radio, I'm sure you know Inagata Davida. That's like the classic rock song that if they said if your parents or grandparents heard it on the radio, you knew the DJ was in the bathroom.
And,
It's like 17 minutes long.
And by the way, on the
For me, that was always like a Metallica song. Like I remember, that meant I had no one was around because it's late at night. I had to take a bathroom break.
I have a question. Well, Eminem Stands, like a 5-minute pop song. That might be the longest pop song I could think of.
By the way, American Pie, 8 minutes and 42 seconds.
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
Then they go, every verse just keeps going. It's
And
like,
there's different levels to that song, right? So 8 minutes 42 seconds.
Once they
Good
saw
call.
you dancing in the gym, you're like, is this verse 5?
Yeah, that's right. It's the same song.
On the inverse of that, we worked in radio. What comes to mind if I say quickest song? Because I got
Song
two.
2 by Blur.
Song 2
2
by
minutes.
Blur.
Woohoo!
And up
Or any
there,
Green Day song, yeah.
And Time of Your Life by Green
Yeah,
Day.
you can't
She
use the
by
bathroom
Green
with that
Day. Yeah.
song.
Green Day, in and out. All right. We'll take the rest of your feedback next, and we will talk some Kyler Murray. This guy's got options and thoughts about him. We'll get to next right here. Covino and Rich on a fun Thursday. Throwback Thursday. CNR and FSR.
Ready to tackle your financial goals. With Weeble, you don't have to sit on the sidelines, whether you're a rookie or a pro. Weeble puts you in the game with tools that help you make the moves you want. Trade stocks, options, ETFs. Play the long game. Speaking of long movies, play the long game with cash management and retirement accounts all on one platform.
Weeble's app pairs advanced analytics with real-time data so you can read the defense, adjust your strategies, stay in control, and now you can meet Vega, your personal AI assistant. You could ask questions like, what's the outlook for the stock? Or say things like, hey, analyze my watch list. They get this done in real time. Use Portfolio X-Ray. That's another great tool where you can spot trends, manage risk, and optimize performance of your portfolio.
Stop punting your financial future. Join Weeble's community to discuss markets, trending topics, and ideas with fellow investors. Download the Weeble app today on mobile or desktop. Weeble, Webull, or visit Weeble.com.
Weeble Financial LLC, member SIPC FINRA. Investing involves risk. For more information, visit Weeble.com/disclosures.
The WBC World Baseball Classic put out their top 10 hitter rankings for the 2026 Classic. Do you want to hear the top 10 or the top 5?
Real quick, I just have to ask you,
Yeah.
do you get paid well freelance? When Aaron Judge doesn't pay you to hang from his? Well, no? Okay.
No.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay. Thought that was your side hustle.
Number 10, Fernando. Are you kidding me? The guy who talks about Brock Purdy like you're related to him? The guy who can't stop talking about the Mets?
Okay.
You got Francisco Lindor's phone number or something? Fernando Tatis Jr.
He's
is
not the
number
problem.
10. So this is the top 10 hitters from all teams, right? Because Tatis obviously plays for the DR.
Okay.
Kyle Schwarber's 9, USA. Acuna Jr., Venezuela at number 8. Julio Rodriguez, number 7, plays for the DR. Vlad Guerrero plays for the DR at number 6. Cal Raleigh plays for USA. He's at number 5. Is he a speed skater by any chance on the side? Cal Raleigh, the big dumper?
With that ass, come on.
So he's pretty low for a guy who was so close to winning the MVP last year. He's number 5 as far as hitting rankings. Your boy Juan Soto playing for the DRs at number 4. Bobby Witt Jr. ahead of Juan Soto at number 3 for Team USA.
That overrated? I'm a fan of Bobby Witt Jr.
I would have put Soto before Bobby Witt Jr.
Is there a part of you that feels like Bobby Witt will have a big deal when it comes around, but do you think he's going to get like Soto, Ohtani, Judge type of money?
Yeah, I think he will. I'm not throwing shade on him. I just thought maybe Soto would have been ahead of him. I mean, even for star power, but maybe I'm wrong. Here's where it grinds my goat. Here's where it grinds my gears. Here's where it itches my bum. Coming in at number 2, top 10 hitter rankings, Aaron Judge, Team USA, which means
USA.
Number 1 hitter is Shohei Ohtani for Japan. Now, can't take anything away from Shohei Ohtani. I think he's the best player in the game, right? If it was the best player, then yeah, okay, Shohei Ohtani, fine.
You sound like Rob Parker. He's not the best pitcher or the best hitter.
Well, dude, he's not the best hitter.
I mean,
he's just not.
I'll give you this.
And if you don't believe me, believe the stats.
I'll give you this. Judge is a better hitter, but I think the pure presence of Shohei Ohtani just...
Judge is a way better hitter. It's not even close. Is Shohei Ohtani a better all-around player? Yes. I feel no shame in saying that. He's great. I love him.
Way better?
Judge is a way better hitter. What he does is circus numbers. He's a freak. Here's the only discrepancy, I guess.
Yeah.
Aaron Judge has played 2 more years than Shohei in the bigs, right?
Okay.
So he's got 10 years in the bigs. Ohtani's got 8.
Okay.
All right, let's really break it down. As far as hits, Aaron Judge, 1205. Shohei, 1050. Home runs.
You just said 2 more years.
Yes, I know, but
So you
these numbers will be
You don't think
significant.
he'll get 200 hits in 2 years?
Can I finish?
I'm just saying.
Judge, 368 home runs. Shohei, 280. RBI, Judge, 830. Shohei, 669.
I mean, you
but dude, it's significant.
They're
Average,
not.
because you think that Aaron Judge is just a slugger. He has a 294 career average to Shohei's 282. 282? He's a better hitter than Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge,
You know what you just did?
puts up circus numbers, dude. Look at his career home run highs. Shohei's not there.
Can I tell you what you just did?
Yeah, dude, how could give credit where it's due? How could you take that away from Aaron Judge?
I think Judge is. I'll say this. I think Judge.
Is it the biggest deal? No, but I don't think it's correct.
No, Judge should be number 1. But can I just say this?
Yeah.
You just did what I've done in arguments with my wife. I plead my case for something, and then I realize while I'm pleading my case,
Did I not preface it that he has 2 more years?
No. Sometimes I'm like, oh my God, as I'm speaking, I'm proving that I was wrong.
No, I don't think that at all.
All right.
Aaron Judge, 62 home runs, 58 home runs, 52 home runs. Dude, Shohei hasn't hit the 60 mark.
Don't give me
Get out of my face. Shohei, look at his career batting average. Like I said, 294.
294 and 282 is not like
Aaron
substantially
Judge
different.
batted 331 last year,
Oh,
bro.
boy.
Get
Jeez.
out of my face.
All right,
He
can I-
batted 322 the year before.
Danny,
I think people don't realize or don't want to give the credit where it's due, where you think he's just a slugger hitting bombs. The guy's an incredible hitter. He's the number 1 hitter in the league, period.
Danny, do you want to?
So give it where it's due. We all love Shohei, but let's be realistic.
Do you guys want anything from Chipotle? I'm going to run down the block while Covino goes on an Adam Shine type monologue about how he loves Aaron Judge so much.
Unbelievable.
I love Aaron
It's
Judge.
Dude.
Why don't you do that for the next 20 minutes? I'll go get lunch for all of us. And when I come back, you'll still be hanging from the huevos of Aaron Judge.
Okay.
Goodbye, guys.
Wrapping it up with your phone calls at 877-99 on Fox. We are Covino and Rich. Everything at Covino and Rich. CovinoandRich.com if you want to check out everything we're up to. If you still go to websites.
Do we have 14 minutes for this song?
Dude, I just looked it up. Rapper's Delight, Sugar Hill Gang, 14 to 15 minutes long, often cited as 1435 or 1437. Famously recorded on a single take. That's what makes it legendary. Shorter radio edits that we heard growing up were 7. The 7-minute version cut down to 3:55 to 4:55, depending on what city you grew up in.
Can I tell you?
But that's 1979.
Fun fact about me.
Rapping to the beat.
An unassuming fun fact about me. I know every word to the song. All 14 minutes. It's just, I don't know why. It's like one of those, you know when you try learning something?
Yeah.
And you figure out the whole thing? White, the red, and the brown, the purple, and yellow.
Do you know Ice Ice Baby from start to finish?
I know every, yeah.
I don't believe it.
Bang, bang, boogie, let's
You
rock.
would know that song from start to finish. You would.
If I say stop, what do you think of, Ryan? Collaborate and listen? Or hammer time?
In the name of love, bro. Covino and Rich, Fox Sports Radio. Wrapping it up with your phone calls. Again, live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. Don't let your employee turnover slow down business. Express Employment Pros finds the talent you need to keep productivity on track. From the warehouse to the front office, Express staffs all jobs. Visit expresspros.com today. And for over 40 years, Tire Rack, Rich.
Tire Rack. They've been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Shipped fast, free, backed by free road hazard protection and mobile tire installation. All these good things at TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. Thank you, Tire Rack.
The reason we brought up the length of Rapper's Delight is because on this day in 1971, Led Zeppelin performed Stairway to Heaven, the classic, live for the first time, and it was over 8 minutes long. Sometimes up to 11 minutes, depending on solos and however they wanted to freestyle it. So we started talking about the longest stuff we put up with. You know, do you remember the longest broadcast we ever did?
Yes, I know you want to brag about it.
I mean, we broadcasted for over 13 hours straight
13
on
and a half
ESPN.
hours. We were on, we did a...
Like a March Madness special.
We did an ESPN. It was like Covino and Rich's College Hoops Bonanza.
Yeah.
And it was one of the first, it was the opening day of March Madness. And we sat in a studio and did a 13-hour video and radio stream. And people just came in and joined us. Like, they just made anyone that worked there like, hey, go say hi to Covino and Rich. It was unbearably awesome.
Yeah, I wonder if that exists somewhere online. But yeah, 13 hours of straight broadcasting. I'll never forget that. And it goes to show you, though, how we've changed a lot. Like, stuff we sat through, I don't know how long it is, but from today's perspective, you ever watch, like, Mary Poppins with your kids today?
Or even the opening credits of The Wizard of Oz.
Dude.
I'm like, fast forward to the opening scene.
Yeah, by the time you get halfway through, the kids are checked out. You're checked out. You're like, yeah, I'm good on this. I'm good. And what's the longest book you ever read?
Where the Wild Things Are.
Same.
Who moved my cheese?
Same. All right, so longest stuff you dealt with.
Artie Lang, too fat to fish.
Yeah.
Dan in Kansas City, he couldn't hold because he had to go back into his job from his lunch break, but he said any Meatloaf song.
Oh, yeah.
Paradise by the Dashboard Light is a fun wedding song, but the minute it starts, I'm like, all right, I got like 10 minutes of this. It's a long-ass song.
Yeah, very theatrical.
You know what?
That song's 8 minutes, 28 seconds.
Yeah, jeez.
Brian in Orlando to wrap it up.
All right, wrap it, Brian. Then we'll talk some Kyler Murray. What's up, bud?
Guys, we got one for you. I was a bartender. People kept playing on the jukebox because they now have an app. So I go to one bar and the guy goes, when they start doing this, I play Mike Oldfield, Tubular Bells, 27 minutes long. Oh. And then he goes, I got spare credits because they give a kickback to the bartenders. He runs the song 3 times. It's like, I'm going to call it an early night. I don't want to deal with these people. But the worst long songs is the old R&B songs like Papa Was a Rolling Stone. You're sitting there listening to the warm-up for like 30 minutes in the car. You're like, Mom, when do they start singing? And then all of a sudden you make a mixtape for your girlfriend, and the slow jams, you get R. Kelly's Greatest Sex Ever. Like, bro, we're done. Wrap it up. This is the end. And he's still singing, bro.
Yeah.
That's true.
Hey, Rich, just random question for everyone else to think about. What's that longest running like clothing item you have? Like it made the cut all these years over and over again. I have a Hilfiger zip up that I had since like 92.
You have something
that
from
still
the 90s?
made the cut.
You probably have.
It still made the cut.
You probably have underwear from Structure before it was Men's Express.
No.
Kevino's got Aeropostale boxer
like
shorts.
A classic Hilfiger. Like you think I thrifted it or like, yo, is that retro? No, it's an OG Hilfiger when it was like the hot stuff, and I still got it till this day. It's probably my oldest item in my wardrobe.
This is the year Covino's underwear were from.
You know what?
This is Tubular Bells, what the caller was talking about.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
27 minutes.
That's a good question. What is the oldest thing you have? You know what I think? Because
it has the longest run in your wardrobe.
I go so infrequently. I think some of my ski stuff, like some scarves and gloves and stuff like that, might
that's
be
fair. But I don't know. Would you consider that part of your wardrobe?
I might have a couple Syracuse College T-shirts that are the longest running things in the rotation.
Yo, you have those quitters. You know when you have chonies so long that the waistband gives up?
When the elastic on the boxer brief starts going.
When the elastic quits,
or
man.
your sock won't hold up because it just keeps drooping.
Yep. Time to get some new
Time to
ones.
refresh, guys.
Yep.
All right. Hey, Kyler Murray. Interestingly enough, this guy makes a deal with the Cardinals. They release him, right? So it's like they're off the hook for some of the money. He gets his freedom. Mel Gibson style.
Well, we speculated. Is he too old to go back to baseball? Would that even be an option? And later that day, I think it was yesterday, right? Later yesterday, the A's said they'd welcome the idea.
Well, you know why? Because they just need any positive
That's what I
love or press or anything.
Yeah.
But I posed a question to a bunch of my softball buddies. I said, hey, let me ask what you guys think, because these are a bunch of guys that, they wouldn't hold back, right? I'm like, yo, let me ask you guys this. Kyler Murray, if he went to the A's to play baseball, would you look at that as a complete NFL failure? Awesome, because the guy would even have the ability to do it. I mean, he's made hundreds of millions in the NFL. What's your thoughts on where Kyler is now?
I look at things so differently. I look at it like, yeah, he didn't go there he didn't accomplish what he set off to accomplish, but I don't necessarily look at that as a failure. Guy made bank. We're talking about him. Still has plenty of options. He's only 28.
He was the number one draft pick that has a losing record, and he's been, for the most part, a loser in the NFL. I don't say lose like he's a loser, but as a player, right? One of my buddies said, hey, it's really hard to be successful in the Cardinals, so keep that in mind.
Yeah,
sometimes
it's not something year drought or whatever?
Sometimes it's not as much the player as the franchise. The fact that he even has the option to go play baseball in a way is mind-blowing. So you got to look at it and say, what an absolute athlete.
It's a great question. I just don't I'm telling you straight up, don't look at it as a failure. And the story's not written yet.
Well, one of my other buddies said, my take is that he's incredibly talented, but there has been question of his work ethic. Remember the iPads where he didn't realize the team was able to see
that was bad.
How much they studied? And let's just say he was as prepared as I was for today's show and tell.
Well, they had to put certain language in his contract, remember?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You could argue he made hundreds of millions of dollars in the NFL, jokes on everyone else. He could either try to find another job, looks like the Vikings or some other teams may take a bite, or if he really wanted to, he could really become a more interesting story and say, yeah, I'm going to play infield for the A's and find my way on that team, which
we got to change our mindset. Like, just because you didn't accomplish what you set out to accomplish doesn't necessarily mean it was a failure all the time. Like, don't you wish you could fail by still making $100 million?
Dude, stealing bases, being a great defender, slapping the ball around, being a decent hitter. What if he went to the A's? He's the attraction. Yeah, they got Soderstrom and they got some good young players, right? Is that a factor? I mean, there are a couple of young good studs on that team.
But I don't think that – I think he'll pack that minor league stadium for sure, and that is why the A's would be interested. But – I don't think he's playing right away. I think that's big dreaming. That's not happening. I don't think he's playing in the bigs just because he's Kyler Murray.
You got Tyler Soderstrom. You have Jacob Wilson, Brent Rooker, Nick Kurtz. There's some good young players on that team.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying they're going to be good, but hey, Kyler Murray might get some people out to watch. I know I know he's not talking about it, but just the speculation of, well, it was an option a handful of years ago. Not that long ago, it was an option.
So let's say hypothetically.
He replicated the Bo Jackson poster. He replicated that Bo Jackson poster because it was a realistic thing.
Okay, let's say he takes that bait. He says, you know what? I did my thing in football. I'm moving on. He goes to try to play for the A's. Fox Sports Radio Nation, failure or awesome? How do you not look at that as awesome? I'm not following that. Like, okay, how many people get that opportunity?
Yeah. I think
I think Tim Tebow, you could say he really didn't pan out in the NFL. He really definitely didn't pan out with your Mets and playing baseball. Is he a failure? Give me a break. Yeah. Our expectations are crazy. And I know Derek Jeter has said, a guy I admire a lot, hey, man, every time we went out there and didn't win, that was a failure of a season. I get it. It's the game of sports and winning.
Well, what did
just because you didn't win, is Dan Marino a failure in the grand scheme of life?
What did Giannis say? Remember what did Giannis say a couple years ago when someone questioned every season that he didn't win an NBA title? He's like, and he got all offended. Like, it's not a failure. Like, you can't say you're a failure just because you didn't win the NBA title.
I think you're a failure if you didn't grow or learn something along the way. I think make your money. I think there's so many other things that they probably did accomplish that most people don't ever accomplish.
What if he flamed out in baseball? Then would you consider him to?
I mean, these are all great questions, Danny. Simply because,
he failed so bad that he played pro MLB baseball and NFL.
Yeah, it's a great fallback
That's a
plan.
great way to fail.
Most people's fallback plan is like stocking shelves.
Yeah,
his would be playing Major League Baseball.
He's failing on a real big level.
Why you got to talk about my graveyard job like that?
Yeah, he's failing at the highest possible level. So my point is, yes, in the game of sports, I get what you're saying, but we got to keep things in the perspective of life sometimes.
Yeah, in the perspective of life, winning, as Charlie Sheen would say.
Right.
All right, let's go to ILO for an update. Isaac, anything doing, man? What's up?
ILO.
We got a lot of stuff doing. We'll start in the NFL, where the Buffalo Bills are acquiring receiver DJ Moore from the Chicago Bears, along with a 5th-round pick in exchange for a 2nd-round pick. The Pittsburgh Steelers released veteran tight end Jonnu Smith. Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks linebacker Drake Thomas agreed to a 2-year, $8 million deal. NBA, the Boston Celtics upgraded Jason Tatum to questionable for Friday's game against Dallas. Tatum has not played yet this season as he recovers from a torn Achilles. In baseball, Houston Astros All-Star and Dominican Republic shortstop Jeremy Pena will miss at least the opening round of the World Baseball Classic after fracturing the tip of his right ring finger. In golf, John Daly II, the 22-year-old son of two-time major champion John Daly, made his PGA Tour debut today with a 2-under-70 in the opening round of the Puerto Rico Open. And after the round, Daly II was asked how he was going to prepare for round 2 tomorrow and gave a reply that Pops would be proud of.
I would say I go hit balls, but I'm a little tired, so I'm just going to probably go to the beach and do absolutely nothing for the rest of the day.
A chip shot off the old block. Finally, Covino and Rich, popular Fox Sports radio personality Iowa Sam has just been spotted entering Disneyland.
Ah, I knew it. That's
Iowa
the secret mission.
Iowa Sam was wearing a Caitlin Clark Iowa t-shirt and unfortunately appeared to already have a badly sunburned face. Back to you guys.
So the secret mission was the teacups, huh?
Yeah, there he is holding a churro.
Hey, it worked for...
the secret mission was the character breakfast with Mickey and Goofy this morning.
It worked for the Seattle Seahawks.
We're going to Disneyland, thank you.
Hey, I'm not hating on it. I hope he has a great time.
Yo, Ilo, on a serious note, DJ Moore.
Yeah.
I just looked up his stats, and last year was a big down year for him.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, was he injured? No, 17 games played, 682 yards. Other seasons all over practically 1,000 most years. So I wonder if Josh Allen's the remedy for DJ Moore, a little rebirth. I guess we'll see, right?
Well, also he has a connection to Joe Brady back from their days with the Carolina Panthers, so that probably played into it too. So it's something to watch for sure.
No doubt.
All right, your guesses. We do show and tell next right here on Fox Sports Radio CNR.
All right, now if you've ever wiped with a dry single-ply toilet paper, you're probably thinking, is this as good as it gets? Well, it's not. It gets a lot better thanks to the extra large wipes at Dude Wipes. And when they say extra large, they mean business. No matter what the size of your mess from top to bottom, Dudes has you covered for a confident clean. They comfortably clean whatever TP leaves behind. No more maintenance wipes.
Debris? No way.
Debris?
Irritation? Not a chance. Time to make the trade of the season and switch from TP to wet extra large Dude Wipes.
Start experiencing the confident clean of Dude Wipes made from 100% plant-based natural fibers, coming in a variety of scents, like mint chill and shea butter to protect your end zone. Join the movement for cleaner movements and live a skid-free life.
Yeah, you don't want a skid-free life. Available at Amazon and major retailers nationwide. Dude Wipes, best clean, pants down.
Welcome, brother, to Covino Rich.
Are we using our last brain cell?
Last brain cell.
Last
Hit it.
living brain cell.
There's a new sport in town. It's not basketball. It's even dumber than that. They're calling it Run It, and it's exploding in Australasia, and they're saying it's the next level of sport.
Did you just make up like a country?
That's what they're saying. It's the exploding sport in Australasia. 2 athletes, 20 meters apart, brain damage bait. Take a look.
What is this? Just full force?
That's it.
Oh, that guy's dead.
He died right there.
Concussion.
One dude carries the ball. Other dude full speed trying to stop him. It's like an old football drill going 100 miles per hour with no pads.
With this? You know when what are the scariest moments in the NFL? Remember when Tua was on his back and his hands were like shaking? And that was, I don't know, the scariest shit?
2 dudes, 2 concussions, and you got all these fans loving every second of it.
On purpose.
Yeah, and it's called Run It.
This isn't wide receiver over the middle on a slant pattern and Ronnie Lott hits him in 1989. This is on purpose?
So it's not the first basketball level of dumb sport we've seen in recent history.
Okay.
There's other ones. Yeah, Run It. Crush it. Crush your skull is what's happening here. Again, other sports that require your last brain cell, Dana White's behind one of them, and that's power slap. Again, very viral. You've seen these videos, and it breaks the first rule of fighting. Protect yourself at all times. That's what makes this terrible. No one's protecting themselves. Now, there it is. What does a referee say? A referee says, protect yourself at all times. Shake hands, have a good fight. That's what makes this terrible.
I can't lie.
UFC, boxing, you're protecting yourself. Swimming in, not getting wet, stick and move. There's no sticking. There's only sticking. There's no moving.
Can't lie. I've thought about doing this to you. But no, I can't lie. If Dana White said, Covino, Rich, you guys want to come hang? Front row, power slap. I hate to say it, but we'd go. But it seems so barbaric, and I'm not some big...
Because you're a sitting duck.
I'm not some big lame-o. I'm not some puseta. I like a good fight, but you're right. Defenseless seems wrong. Like
that's the difference with power slap. Sure, we watch. I don't want to sound like a hypocrite. Of course, I'm going to watch this. Like watching a train wreck. But is it safe? Is it fun? Is it our last brain cell? Pretty much. Power slap.
Cove.
Yeah.
I mean, what are we going to do next? Nut kicking? Like imagine like, oh, you're up.
Beavis did that to Butthead, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, that would be the next sport.
Limbo skating. Apparently, you skate and then you get on all fours. Like,
you could do that, I bet. Didn't you used to do that back at the old skating rink?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's pretty impressive, though. Limbo skating?
I scraped my helmet.
All right. Can I give you the
limbo
lamest
skating?
Oh, look at that.
No, not that helmet. My other helmet. How about joggling?
I scraped my helmet on the floor.
Joggling.
Do you mean when people jog and juggle at the same time? That sounds not like the lamest thing I've ever heard of.
That's really stupid. Yeah, joggling. People, imagine like your son's a joggler. Like, yeah, way to go, kid. Appreciate that.
Hey, your kid involved in any sports? Your kid playing?
I got one kid. He's a LARPer. He's LARPing.
Yeah.
And the other kid, he's a yeah. He's a joggler. Joggler.
That's how you know you failed.
Yeah, no.
Let's see what else I got one. I know you're down for a good arm wrestle. Even back in the 80s, remember thumb wrestling?
Yeah.
Have you ever toe wrestled?
I bet you eat your dick toes. You'd be good at this.
I do have big toes.
Rich has giant dick toes. Like, look how gross this is.
Quick toes away. Casey.
But again, if there's a market for Run It.
What's going on here?
Yeah, toe wrestling, I guess, is a big deal. And it makes me think of Seinfeld's bit on the biathlon, speaking of the Winter Olympics.
Yeah.
That looks like a toast.
He talks about how...
You're missing the slow-mo of the final move. when he did the over-the-top with his big toe.
Isn't quite the
there he is, the toe jam champion.
Imagine a toe wrestler on a first date. Like, oh my God, like, what do you do for fun? Like, what's your side hustle, dude? Yeah. Try to fucking toe wrestle.
app. Get started at Weeble.com or download the Weeble app today.
I was giving you a
Weeble
second.
Financial LLC, member SIPC FINRA. Investing involves risk. For more information, visit Weeble.com/disclosures.
All right.
I'm so sorry.
Caught Ryan snoozing.
He's got thick fingers. So anyway, thank you guys. Ryan hanging out.
What does that mean? He wears big gloves?
Big gloves, man. Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. And tomorrow, real quick, I want to remind you that it's the game that's sweeping the nation, Brainwave. Brainwave will be playing for CNR prizes. Plus, get you ready for the weekend with Weekend Hobnobbing. And remember to catch me tonight on Mysteries Unearthed on the History Channel. New episode. Look out for your boy. Send me a screenshot.
And our bonus podcast, Overpromised, in about 10 minutes. Going to talk some World Baseball Classic. And we're going to talk about the mullet.
Yes, the mullet.
Who owns the mullet?
And some Ozzy Osbourne tie-ins.
Yeah.
You're not going to want to miss it.
A real fun Overpromised in just a few minutes.
Right here on our YouTube page.
It's time for the reveal of Show and Tell today. We do this every Thursday and give away a prize to whoever gets the closest. Show and Tell on CNR. What do we got, Covino?
Well, we got something that I brought in, and I don't know what the heck. You get no scratch and sniff sticker for your effort today.
My participation doesn't count?
You get the weakest scratch and sniff sticker. The one that smells like huevos. That's the one you get. Sniff this, man. Sniff this.
What do you got?
Okay, so I have a bobblehead, and I'm not a big bobblehead guy, but my brother gave me this one because he knows I love the Yankees. I love broadcasting. I'm a radio dude, and I'm a big John Sterling fan. So if you said a bobblehead of Susan Waldman and John Sterling, you were correct.
Ooh.
That came out on August 19th, 2022, so I've had it for about 4 years, right? It sells now for about $199 on eBay, I saw. But you know what I just realized for the first time today? That it talks. Press that. I never knew that it made noise.
Press this button?
Yeah. Yeah, but the John Sterling ones are better.
George's box.
Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Net is high. Net is far. Net is God.
Wow,
so I brought that in for show and tell, and I keep that in my closet. You know how you like random things on shelves and stuff? That's in my closet.
John Sterling's in your closet?
Yes, he is.
Goodness gracious.
No. Ow. Remember you got hit in the head by a ball? Ow. Oh.
My show and tell was really well thought out, guys. I have a very special collector's edition of a Covino and Rich sticker one of our listeners made of our heads.
Why do you have that in the car? That's weird to me.
Oh, I was assuming in case I get pulled over, I'll be like, police officer, what if I give you a Covino and Rich sticker? No, I don't know. It was in my trunk.
What?
It was in my trunk.
You really do have junk in your trunk.
Look at that.
I've never even. Is this sticker with my head on it? I've never seen it.
Looks like Dick Van Dyke with DJ Pauly D.
Our boss Scott said it looked like. Who did he say it looked like? Hold on.
Jughead.
Our boss Scott
Look at
said it looks like Jesse Palmer.
So funny, dude. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah,
but it's a sticker of us. And what? You just brought
a dirty pillow?
A dirty pillow for no reason?
No, not a dirty pillow.
You and your
guys,
dirty
this
pillows.
is my very special Lilo and Stitch travel pillow.
Danny G failed this guy.
Oh my God.
He's fired.
Yo, you get no stickers.
You got a buzzer over there?
Fired.
You're fired.
So,
fired.
thank you for watching.
Guys, this is my very special Stitch pillow.
You could see what you hear at Covino and Rich FSR. Danny G, anyone guess what it was? Or
No, because much like Rich, not a lot of effort in the chat with guessing the items. But Dan Rod 88 said, loyal podcast listener, did Covino really say, did Jesus do CrossFit on yesterday's show? Was that unintentional? This is a double meaning, he says.
Oh, CrossFit.
Yeah, I think way ahead like that. Yeah.
Oh,
Boom.
wow.
Bam, bam.
CrossFit.
Yeah, get it? CrossFit.
There's no way
Man.
Covino thought that joke
Oh, yeah,
out ahead
no, I
of time.
did, man. What do you think?
Can I tell you? That is.
You think that was just an accident? You crazy.
It's a very offensive joke.
Joke was as good as Rich's trunk items for memorabilia.
Hey, you know what?
Hey, I was
Look
giving
at this.
props.
This is sweet. Hey, you guys have these, Danny. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Arrivederci, baby.
See you in the overpromised land.
Goodbye.
Let's go.